In this video, I'm going to show you the absolute most basic settings in TradingView, which will also translate to a lot of other platforms since things like TopStep are built off of TradingView's platform. With that being said, I'm going to reiterate one more time. This is for brand new users, very basic beginners who have maybe never even used TradingView, but they want to get started. And TradingView is one of the most intimidating things if you don't know what you're doing when it comes to looking at charts. One more time, very basic brand new beginners. If you've used TradingView before, this video is not going to help you. So you don't need to go to the comments and go, everybody knows that. I know this video isn't for you. Okay, we're going to start at the absolute most basic. You go to tradingview.com and set up an account for a TradingView login. I'm not going to walk you through that part. We can figure that part out. You get here to the search bar, just type anything in. I'm just going to type NQ. So we're in here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to just look at it. It looks overwhelming. Here's the very first thing that I can recommend. You come up to the top, you see the ticker right here, NQ1 exclamation. This is where you can add additional symbols. Don't even worry about clicking this button. You want to click this one right here with the time frame. At this point, you can pick which time frame you want to see most. So instead of always having to come up here and click this to change your time frame, you click the star. I do a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 15 minute, and a 1 hour. Click out. Now, these are saved up top. You can then just quickly pop through, and here you go. You're looking at all your different time frames without having to constantly scroll and drop. We figured out how to save our time frames. The next thing is, let's say you want to look at a certain time on the chart, like right here where my crosshairs are, but when you go like this, it gets all messed up and you don't know what to do. Wherever you want to look, hold control and then scroll, and it'll keep it centered right there and truncate it. So you can move this however you want, like this, zoom out. Control is your friend on here. Hold control and scroll. Hold and scroll. It'll keep your place and your point of view right where you want it. The next thing is, let's say you look like this right here, but you need to see more, or you need to truncate down like this. You want to see this pricing up here. You can also come over here off the right hand side where the price is running under the USD column, and you can use your scroll wheel right here, or you can click and drag like this and it will move and expand. So you can make this as big as you want to look as intimidating as you want, or if you don't want to see a lot of movements and you want a little more micro, tighten up your price. Again, control to scroll, scroll on the right hand side and it will expand. So we have our time frame saved. We can scroll, we can drag and drop, and we hold control to keep our point of view right where we want it. The next thing, on the far left-hand side, you have a whole bunch of things over here that you probably have no idea what they are. This is what I recommend. Go to the paintbrush and click the arrow next to it. Come down to rectangle and look at this right here, Alt-Shift-R. That's your keyboard shortcut. Or just click Add to Favorites, and then down here in the bottom left, you can toggle on and off right up here where this is. It's popping. So you can see it's off, it's on. At all times, you just click this. You have your rectangle tool so you can mark stuff if you want to. This is how you can mark up a chart. You can come here. You can do the same thing with text. You're building your toolbar that you want for how you operate. The next thing you can do is, let's say right here, obviously the market's closed. It's Friday, the 14th of November at 4:34. The market's closed. The other thing you can do is if you come into the one right above where you had your rectangle, you can click this arrow and you can favorite the long position and the short position. So if you just want to see, hey, if I did go in right here and I went long, you can click. Now, this is where you can adjust to be like, this is my stop loss. Red is your stop loss. So you can set that to where your risk would be. And then this is your take profit. So you can just simply sit here and watch the chart. This isn't a live trade. This is just, if I went in right here, this is a decision I would make. When the market opens back up, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Now, when this starts running, this is how you'll know. Right here, let's say you have your long position set right here. You can see the two different shades of green. This means right here, this would have been valid and you would have been done. You would have hit your take profit on this more colored in shade of green. This more opaque one right here means that it would have went up and came back, and this is already out because you hit your take profit here. Now, as you would imagine, it's the same thing with a short. If you click here, You're reversed. Your stop loss, because you're expecting bearish to go down, would be like this. You can see here, depending on where it is, this will then fill in when you would have hit your take profit and you're all set. So that's the short, that's the long. Again, here's another way you can tell. You can just simply hover over it and it'll tell you, or if you look really closely between these lines, there's little dots going up for long and little dots going down for short. The next piece in here is your indicators. You click this button right here at the top, indicators. I always recommend everybody turns these on just so you can see it. Don't even worry about what I have saved here. Just disregard them. I just wasn't going to unfavorite these for the video because I use these regularly. If you need some good indicators, I would recommend these. They're all free. Come into your technicals and then up here, search for volume. This is the one you want right here. Now it adds these at the bottom so you can see when there's big volume spikes and you can see how it trends. So if you scroll back to market open, you can start to see earlier in the day a lot more volume than there is after hours. Obviously, the market is closed. And then, as you would guess, right about here is where the market opened, 9:30, one of the biggest candles of the day. If actually, I think it is the biggest candle of the day. So this up here shows you the volume bars. You can see when I hide it, they take them away when you put them back. And then that's how you can add a bunch of indicators and then remove them quickly, hide them, and bring them back without just deleting them off. Okay. Here's another thing you can do, but it does get overwhelming. So do your research to see what you would want to actually change. In the top right up here, you go into settings right here. This settings bar has, or button, excuse me, has a ridiculous amount of items. You can change the body of the candle colors. You can change them to blue and you can change them to black or gray or yellow, whatever you want, whatever color combo you want. You do that right here in symbol under body. Okay. You can turn the borders off if you want. You can turn the wicks off. I don't know why you would do that, but you could also go blue and you could make these white so you really see them. And then on the yellow ones, you could make them black. Well, you wouldn't want to do black. You can make them pink. Whatever color you want, you can then change. Do you want them lighter? Do you want them as bright as they can be? Whatever you want, you can change it in here. You can make this thing look like a piñata if you want to. I leave mine red and green. I just like it. Again, the settings bar is up here, or button, excuse me. The other thing you can do is anywhere on the chart, you can just simply right click and at the very bottom, go into settings. That's the easiest way to get to the settings at all times. You can then even go as far as in the status line, you can click title and it will populate this up here in the left. You can condense this. You can change it to whatever you want. You can just put it as the ticker. You can put it as ticker and description. You can fully customize what you want to see on here in this section of the status lines. The next thing that people like to change is down here in canvas. The background, solid, and right now I just have mine black. You can change it white. You can make it this color. You can change it to dark green. You can make this whatever you want visually. You can change it to whatever you'd like. You can make your crosshairs a solid line in this section too, down in canvas right here. You can change the color of it. You can make them black. You could make them yellow. You could make them stand out. You can change the thickness of the line so they're gigantic and get in the way of everything. Make them as small as possible. You can also completely take them away. Just drop that down to 0 and you have no crosshairs anywhere getting in your way. The other thing in general, in trading, you can have your buy and sell buttons. That's these right here. Turn them off or off and on, excuse me. They're on right now, they're off. When you guys are looking at the chart, if you would like to know when there's going to be news, this is something that not a lot of people know. On any chart you're looking at, this little lightning symbol down here, right at the bottom where this purple ticker is showing up down by where the camera is, if you click this, it's going to give you the news on this ticker, or there's news expected at this time. That's why it doesn't move when you scroll. So this right here, you click it, latest updates. It gives you the news in regard to this ticker. The last piece that I'm going to cover is up here when you're in TradingView in the very top left where it says NQ1. If you click this, you can then come in here and you can change what you're searching for. If you want to look at Bitcoin, but you only want to see the crypto Bitcoin, you don't want to see futures, you don't want to see any of this other stuff, you don't want to see everything that's in here, you just want to look at crypto. Here it is, Bitcoin. And then these are the platforms that it's currently on. These are the actual brokerages that are hosting these. You can then bookmark whichever one you would like, color code it, and there it is. So now when you search Bitcoin, it will always pop up at the top and it will be red. So anything color coded in red, you can coordinate with however you like to search. That right there is my very quick, very basic overview. If you are brand new to TradingView, those should at least help you know enough to be dangerous on the charts. And we'll go with a more in depth breakdown at a later time. But if you are brand new, following my channel and subscribing to it, and you're just getting into trading, that should get you up and running with enough to at least start looking at charts daily and getting started.